I mean, we're at a point of human existence which never existed in the past. There was nothing like it in the past. There really are decisions now that will determine the fate of the species. That's never been true in the past. I mean, there were plenty of problems, you know, famines, wars, destruction. But we're now at the point where whether the species will persist is a question. That's quite a heavy burden, and it has to be undertaken quite seriously. If you want a final grim forecast, one of the great modern biologists, the grand old man of American biology, Ernst Mayr, died recently, about age 100. He was once in a debate with Carl Sagan, who you may know, the astrophysicist. They were in a debate about the chances that there's intelligent life elsewhere in the universe. And Sagan approached it from the point of view of an astrophysicist. He said, you know, we can kind of calculate how many planets there are out there that are kind of more or less like ours and how long they've been there, and we understand a little bit about evolution, so chances are they've developed intelligent life. Mayr approached it from the point of view of a biologist. He said, look, we have one example, Earth. It's the only example we know. There have been tens of billions of species on Earth. We know something about their history and their fate. And he said there are a couple of generalizations we can draw. One generalization, as he put it, is that it's better to be stupid than smart. And what he meant is there's a notion of biological success means basically how many of you are there. You know, a species is successful if there's a lot of you around. So who's successful? Well, bacteria, which mutate very quickly, and beetles, which are stuck in a particular niche and can't get out of it. They're doing great. On the other hand, if you go up the scale of what we call intelligence, there are fewer and fewer creatures, and the species it has a much shorter lifespan. So there are very few big mammals around, partly because humans killed most of them. But even apart from that, the only big mammals of which there are many are the ones that are domesticated by humans. In fact, there are very few humans around until pretty recently. 10,000 years ago, it was a sparse population, and that's nothing in evolutionary terms. So his point is, well, look, intelligence is apparently a lethal mutation. It's what we call intelligence. It's harmful biologically. He then ended by saying that if you look at the species we know about on Earth, roughly their average survival span is about 100,000 years. That's us. It's getting to about 100,000 years. So we have a choice as to whether to falsify that generalization or not. But it's a real generalization and worth thinking about.